Hi everyone. Just doing a little smudge in action for you, a little virtual smudge for you today. Happy Tuesday. Coming in for just a few minutes like I promised. A little Tuesday Tarot Oracle time with you guys. I hope your Tuesday's going well. My day started off weird and I actually forgot to smudge this morning and I never forget to smudge, but here we are, smudging away. Clearing out the energy, raising the vibration as always, and creating that sacred space. I've already called in my guides and all the things so that we can start this and get through this beautiful energy reading and not keep you guys too long. My goal is to keep these videos nice and short for you guys, quick and able to get on to the rest of your day. So yay. So here we are. As I mentioned, so I am Maggie of maggiesbliss.com for anyone who doesn't already know that. I pulled out 2 decks today to work on for our video. Whoops, don't want to keep changing that direction of the video. So here we go. Thank you, Lecter. Loving your energy too. Okay, so here we are. So I used this beautiful selenite wand I have over here to create our little light sacred container. And I have the element of air with my beautiful smudging fan that also has selenite with it. Love it. And just a bunch of crystals that I was called to bring in for our nice oracle card reading today. To pull the cards, I thought I'd do, and here you guys might find this interesting. I thought I would use my pendulum to decide which cards to pull. I didn't use it for the Isis deck. That's what I'm using for these. Today it's the Isis deck, Isis Oracle with Alana Fairchild. Oh my God, the artwork is just phenomenal and magical. And then I also have the blue deck is Energy Oracle cards. So check it out if it calls to you when you see the cards. So I actually use my body most of the time to be a pendulum, but I also occasionally just break this out when my body is betraying me because, hi Sharon! Sometimes when you're doing your inner pendulum and you will start to actually get the, you'll make your body do what you want it to do because you want a certain answer. So I try to do my best to stay as neutral as possible. And if this doesn't work, I just ignore the pendulum part because I need to be able to just see what I need to see and be that clear channel, right? So pendulums are great because you can use them to do a little, ask it to do. I do it with my left hand. I'm a lefty, but here's my right hand just so I can show you. You have it swing and then it will show, you can ask it once you kind of feel connected to it, ask it to show you a yes, and it will, for me, it sways forward and back. Show me a no, it sways left and right. I'm helping it along because this is my right hand. I never do it with my right hand. And then when it's a maybe, it'll go counterclockwise. When it's trying to clear an energy, it goes clockwise for me. Oh, that's awesome. What a synchronicity, Jessica. It's all about Isis today. So, and I love the bee reference, basically. It's like, reminds me of a bee here, right? On her deck. Oh, the artwork. So, pendulums are great. This particular one has quartz. It has like little donut stones. So quartz, and then citrine, rose quartz, citrine, quartz again. So this is really sandwiched in. I love it. All of these are actually quartz, but then there's clear quartz in there. So awesome. So before I turn over the cards, I just wanted to let you guys know, oh yeah, here's a quick note just on the body pendulum part. When I took hypnotherapy certification years ago, we did an exercise where we would ask our body to show us what a yes is, what a no is, what a maybe is, right? So thank you, Jessica, on the pendulum compliment. What happened with me was I started to get chills on the left side of my body for yes, chills on the right side of my body for no, chills all over the place and all wonky when it's a maybe and unclear. So you might find that when you do that, you can set yourself up for that. Most people, when they do body pendulum, they actually pay attention to how their body sways. For me, it was all about those chills. So, so here we go. What I was calling in, like the energy that I was calling in today outside of the cards was 2 words to start, really. The word surrender and the word empowerment. So like surrender came up with the amethyst stone, and amethyst is like my totem stone. You know, those crystals that are just your stone, nobody else's. So for me, it's amethyst. But surrender, allow yourself to let go. In the act of surrender, it actually brings forth the empowerment that I saw, like with Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye helps you bring empowerment. Amethyst is peace and psychic abilities, crown chakra, third eye, right? We have power. Solar plexus with the Tiger's Eye. Look at that shine. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, so surrender whatever is happening to you right now in this now moment, because we don't have any control over it, and we have to surrender control, period, but we don't have control over what's happening to us. We have control over how we feel, what we're going to do next. So when you surrender control, the possibilities of what the potential outcomes, the solutions, would have come a little more easier when you surrendered. So if you're still in resistance mode, what you resist persists, right? Remember that? So you're going to attract more of that stuff you're resisting. Instead, try to work on letting go. And even just a few minutes every day, just be like, all right, just going to hang, just going to surrender to whatever's happening, and then do the inner work. Ask the inner questions. What is the lesson for me in what's happening right now? And what is there, if anything, that I should be doing or maybe not doing? So you can journal about this. You can do a little meditation, asking yourself the question. Follow one of my many YouTube meditations online. So you can get yourself there to get that clarity, and often it'll happen faster than you think. Your soul knows the truth. You already know. And it's just a matter of closing down that monkey mind, releasing the resistance, doing some inner work, and listening, So ask the question, see what comes up. First thing that comes is always correct for you, Use your intuition. You'll know what resonates. And then you find empowerment. It empowers you to move forward, to follow your dreams, to do the next thing. Because when you feel like you have steps you can take, you feel more in control. We're never really truly 100% in control. The universe really takes over for that. And the surrender action helps. You become more vulnerable, but you also become more empowered to see all the light, the dark, and to take the action towards your path, right? Okay, so what I have here and what I'm going to do is start with the energy oracle cards. We're pulling the first card that came up for them is envy. So how cool is that, right? Because this is a light and shadow card. This is, and I see the number 2, which is interesting too, because 2, right, 20 reduces down to 2, and 2 is all about duality, the light, the shadow, the yin, the yang, the sun, the moon, the inner, the outer, the upper, the lower. And this is about you, like you, me, anyone. This message is for everyone, right? And seeing and constantly seeing other things that are better than. There's always going to be something better. There's always going to be something worse. And there's always going to be that, like, where you're at. So can we be happy with where we're at first? Can we just tune into gratitude first? Try your gratitudes 3 times, write down 3 things and do it for 21 days. You reset your brain when you do something for 21 days. So do that habit, get into gratitude mode, and then you'll just start really seeing all the benefits, and it actually opens a pathway for you to see what you can do to, when you're seeing something that would bring up what you desire, like, oh, I wish I had that thing. When you're seeing it, it's in your awareness. And when you see it, you should give gratitude for seeing it and saying, oh, okay, so that is possible for me as well, if it's, meant to be on my path. But first, we have to give this envy up thing, right? We have to be happy for those that are in a better situation or doing the thing we want to do or having the thing we want to have, and just enjoy what we have first. Be grateful for where we are now, and then know that you can tune into that frequency and vibration of that which you desire. Not tune into the person's energy itself, right? If it's a person that's bringing this envy on, but tuning into the frequency and vibration, the energy stream that they are tuning into, and just be like, that's the energy stream I'm going to tap into as well, and make it right for me in my own unique way. So then we move forward to the hovering energies over here. That's kind of like in this now moment, these 3 cards, right? Patience. Here's our angel reminding us that even though we have this little envy going on and this, like, I want that thing, we are being reminded to be patient, to know that everything has its perfect time, this perfect order, and to know that we're on our way. When we're seeing it, the energy is trying to work itself out in the universe, and the ripple effect just comes. It's so cool. So I love this. See this angel? Oh my gosh. So see, she's holding the clock. She's telling you, just give it a little time, but keep manifesting, because here's what's hard about manifesting that often is, we do the thing, we do the meditation, we make the intention, we feel so good, and then we are done. We're done with the ritual, we're done with the meditation, we're done with the intention making. The next minute, the next hour, all of a sudden we're still in that negative self-talk, the negative thinking, the low vibration, the whatever the muck of it is. Our goal is to be in the vibration and have a dedicated practice to our energy, to constantly be aware of our energy. So can you go to your, maybe I know there's an app for this, right? Where you can be reminded, are you feeling joy right now? Or what are you feeling right now? Maybe it's just an alarm bell. When you hear that alarm every hour, stop, think about what you're thinking until it just becomes like a real habit to say, okay, I'm feeling this awful thing right now. Why am I, and I'm going over and 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 over again, this same thought, this same thinking, the same energy. I don't want to feel this. Why do I keep doing it? So it's a repetitive pattern. We can knock it out of the park, right? And say, no, I'm going to shift my energy back to happiness, upliftment. Think about what makes you happy. Think about that beautiful kitty who's having fun while I do this oracle reading for you guys, or a child, or a happy moment, whatever that is. Think about what makes you happy and what you're trying to wish for. Attach the energy of that which you desire as if it's already happening, and it will. Then we bounce over to, and that one is a 16 card, so it reduces down to number 7, which is spirituality and mysticism. And then we have our 42 card, which reduces to 6. And for me in numerology, it just means love. So we'll just stick to that for now. We won't get into the whole 369 Tesla stuff, numerology, right? Check this out. Oh, that's funny. I just noticed that she has a kitty in there too. How cute. So what is this? Woman holding a coin. Kind of obvious name for the card. She is holding a coin. And when you pull this card, it's upliftment. It means the money is coming, the thing you're wishing for is coming, and as always, be a little patient. And it's coming. And this also means there may be a woman who's going to assist with some inspiration, some networking connection, or something to do with what's coming. And most often this is abundance and prosperity and flow. So maybe abundance for you is not needing money, but excellent health. What is that thing that you're wishing? And it's coming. So the final 2 cards are big ones, and yet only 2, right? Isis is huge. We have the beautiful rising sun card. So that is divine. Oh, let me just lift it up so I can read it better. Divine solar child reborn. Check it out. She's very serious, very I just went through a war kind of energy, right? And that's what you've gone through the dark side. And this is saying, oh yeah, you are rising and you're beginning anew, which is very appropriate for March. This is all about new beginnings. We're coming into spring soon, and we truly are. And I'm just getting that you definitely need to get out in the sun. I don't care where you are. If it's sunny out, get outside and get some sun on your body. Get some vitamin D naturally. It boosts your endorphins to be out in the sun. When it's not sunny, when it's too frigid, do a visualization, do a meditation that allows you to sun gaze. I know I have one out there where I lead you in, but I don't remember which one led you on the sun gazing journey. Anyway, maybe I'll just do another one that specifically has that in the name. So what is your wish? So here it's telling you new beginnings are coming. So we're releasing these immediate energies of envy. We're having a little patience, aligning with gratitude and appreciation, and knowing that it's coming because it truly is here. And then here we are with our rising sun saying new beginnings are coming. And not only did you go through this dark side, right? This darkness for quite a while. This looks like massive, powerful changes for many, all who are watching in the future. This is saying it's going to be huge, whatever your new beginnings are. So look out for that awesomeness, because The universe is always balancing itself out. And when we have the darkness, there is always light. It's always coming. And as I mentioned, balance, right? So scales of balance, ancient tantra of the soul. This beautiful card, it's telling you to be in balance, right? We are coming to a Libra full moon this month. So we have that energy, that essence coming. We're heading closer. First is the new moon, which is also an air sign, Aquarius. It's the watery of the air signs, right? But then we go to the full moon this month, and that's all about balance. Libra folk are about wanting harmony in a situation. They will try their best. They're sitting in between the lighter side of Virgo and the darker side of Scorpio in astrology. And here we are with the scales of balance now saying, can you find balance now? We don't always have to go through the deep, deep, huge, icky darkness to the level that we take it sometimes. Often it only needs to be felt in the lessons learned at a lighter amount of darkness, right? Rather than the huge dive deep. And occasionally we need that. Sometimes trauma brings us to where we need to go. We don't always need it though. So this is like, okay, can we just start to see that darkness coming and become more aware of it before it hits the fan, right? Before that crap is slinging too much, and then find balance. Can we shift our focus to light? Can we learn those lessons? Do the questions that we need to ask ourselves and say, what's my lesson in this experience? What do I need to learn? What can I do? And mostly, like, how can I serve now? How can I better this for me and for those around me? Being that example. So huge card. I love the circle that's around Isis. This is like very similar to a vision I had that's coming into my Sacred Soul Star healing this month with our Lyran Flower of Life Soul's Call activation. And that was on the hands of a guide that had come through with the activation. So how interesting. Very similar. It had different light codes, but very cool. Synchronicity. So now, any questions? So I needed to come live, give you that message, and grab some Tiger's Eye for empowerment, peace and tranquility, upliftment, opening of the crown chakra and your psychic abilities with amethyst, citrine for, again, solar plexus and empowerment. I brought out my beautiful 13-point chumpy stone with all of its sacredness, all of the sacred symbols, just reminding us that there is a deeper meaning to everything. There is a higher lesson, an overall something, right? We have to see the forest for the trees and get deep into the sacredness, the sacred geometry, all the things. More citrine, because yes. And then and my quartz flame is here. And I have a few Vogels that I brought out for the magic in this diamond. So does that make sense for everyone? I hope it does. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. I can't wait for what the energy readings will be next time. So tomorrow is Wednesday, Crystal Day. So we're going to work on a gemstone, a crystal, and see what the message is. And it's possible, like today, that maybe a few will come out to play for their own divine messages tomorrow. But let's see what happens. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.